Wait. Haley, get off the road!
I come for the Rhino Charge because it is a fundraising event that raises money to conserve wildlife. I like coming because I like to support it and because it's fun and enjoyable, and I love camping a lot.
Or it's because I'm wearing another one inside.
Yeah, you don't want
My name is Rhino Charge, one of the directors on the board of Rhino Charge. I am a competitor and a participant in this year's Rhino Charge. As most of you know, this is one of the events that the trust uses to raise funds to carry out conservation work all around it. For us, this is one of our critical projects which we raise the most money that we use in the art for fencing and protecting the fencing around most of the water catchment areas around this country.
Okay. Good morning. My name is Christian Entrants. I'm the executive director of Rhino. Rhino is a trust established 31 years ago with the aim of So today is scrutineering, is the day by which all the cars who are going to participate in the Rhino Charge are going to be inspected. They have to meet very strict regulations to make sure that the game is fair among the competitors. And so they are coming here, they're going to be weighted, they're going to be inspected in terms of mechanical features, in terms of size of the tires, in terms of GPS being used, and after which they will be authorized to participate in the event.
What sort of preparation has Rhino?
So this event is actually organized by a team of volunteers and Rhino management team. So it's a joint undertaking. It takes actually a whole year to organize a Rhino Charge. As soon as we finish this event, we are going to start preparing the 2020 Rhino Charge. It's quite a very taxing process because this event is being held in the wild every year in the different locations, and we have over 3,000 people attending the event. So we have to make sure that all the required facilities are being provided for all of them to be able to enjoy this event.
Compared to the other events that we had last year, how is this one? The chargers and the spectators? What are the numbers?
Now, the numbers are good. We have 57 cars participating at this year's event. We are here in one of the most beautiful environments in the county of Isiolo, in one of the NRT conservancies. I mean, if you could look at the background over there, you can see the whole plain in some road towards, leading towards the Matthews Ranch and the Daughters. Really stunning site for this event. This event, because of all the terrain and the valleys, may be, I would say, quite challenging, and I think it will be probably a slight difference with last year's event, maybe even more challenging. But we will see tomorrow during the charge what will be the outcome and whether the competitors will find it more challenging or equally as challenging as last year.
Let's talk about conservation efforts. How far have you been able to reach in terms of household or the number of people that are human wildlife conflict?
That's right. Now, all the funding that is coming from the competitors, and you know that each competitor has to provide a minimum of 1.5 million shillings, goes towards conservation. We are committed to safeguard Kenya mountain forest, also known as the Water Tower of Kenya. To date, we have built over 640 kilometers of game-proof electric fence. And those fans are currently protecting over 80,000 Kenyan households from the havoc of marauding wildlife, in particular elephants and buffaloes coming out from the forest. And just to give you a sense about how intensive those conflicts can be, in one specific area in Mount Kenya where currently we are working, in a 2-year period, 10 community members have been killed by elephants. So many Kenyans actually are suffering from marauding wildlife coming out from the forest. By putting those fans, we are enabling Kenyans to live a proper life, to be able to invest in development, to contribute to food security in the country, and to be able to develop a livelihood. It's a conservation.
Yeah.
Don't let anybody talk here, huh?
Okay. Eric?
Pictures. I'm not very good at videos. I do them. I've been learning in the last few years, but I'm not patient enough. And I don't like a tripod. And then I always move the camera too quickly. Look at him going up. Yeah, the light's terrible. Come and stand by this tree and you go through the tree. It's so loud. Very cool. He's making good progress. Where's 4 now? That's not 4. They must have gone. Oh, there's 4 cars here. Look, there's another one down there. Oh, is that Gumtree?
Gumtree's in the event this year.
I think so. 1, 2, 3.
Hi Robert, how are you? I want to stay. Thank you for
guys. I need to tighten this first. Tighten that afterwards.
We have a car, but I will give you, we have 3 cars.
He's gonna have trouble with that.
Oh my.
Permission to Steve.
Go ahead.
Steve, lock.
Say rut row.
I'll probably say a couple times today. If you would get it.
What number is it? You know?
17.
17.
It's Tanya.
44 team is certainly hanging around though.
What team are you at?
Yeah, come this way. Dean, we just want to be in the film, so you just walk straight in front of him.
How are you, Cha-Cha? Are you
Muona gari mengi hapa?
Yes, really. Like 10. Yeah, there's one stuck here.
You see the chair? This will be great. Ah, not bad.
Here, Baba, can you see this? Here.
Hi.
The other one is coming.
They're gonna knock each other. I wanted to direct the pilot.
Yeah. 27. It's 37. Sarah and Davis.
And then her dad is number 9. So we were looking to shoot t-shirts.
age group, no? She's been released at 6 p.m. Roger, heading to us. Copy that. Good. Now, but Peter is still in KWS. Can establish that point.
Al, what did I tell you? Not the charge spirit.
Here. Swing, hard. Can't move it. Move that rock. Can't move it. Go this way. Move the rock. I can't move it. Why not? Come this way. Extend. We gotta get it out now. Extend. Flat. Oh shit. No, you can't go forward, you can't go backwards. Right? Move over to it. Straighten your wheel. Right, go. Yeah. That way. Keep going. Assist me here. No charge. Yeah, well, we can do something. Yeah. Good. You got to get it there? Go on there. Yeah, you stay there. Stay here. Good. Tough. The other half is tough.
Okay.
How you doing, bro?
Good, brother.
All well?
Good. Yourself, how you doing?
We're doing good, but the first half we did. Yeah, we're not playing in there now. Play, man. Play the naked time.
Unamleta?
Hapana. Nataka nimlete.
Mimi sitaki hizo mambo ya wanawake.
Nataka niwache huko Mauritania juzi.
No worries.
Wallahi tena. Picha uso zitumbicha. Kwa business trip lakini sauti imesema vipi tena? Issues of you. No.
Kita. Tony, tuko pamoja. I can't see it clearly.
Make sure not that short, eh? Floating land. So to take up a kazi.
You're a business trip, eh?
Yeah. Wow, it's town. You cannot explain.
Into all the 13 controls, so we are the finishers. And this is my 30th Rhino Charge, man. 30? Yes, I'm the oldest Rhino Charger here. So it's great to finish, and great, yeah.
So tell us, comparing Rhino Charge 2019 and the 30 years you've been to, which was the toughest, and how would you rate
Well,
2019?
I've had so many tough ones, you know. I have done everything. Second, third, I've been third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, name it, and yeah. So I can't tell you which was the toughest, but I think last year was a tough one. Huh? Last year was a very tough one. There were, I think, very few finishers. Huh? Last year, maybe one or two finishers. So anyway, this was great fun this year, and very well done. So if there are more finishers, more people like to come and do charge. Yeah?
Now, would you kindly describe to us your toughest point of Rhino Charge 2019?
2019, I think the toughest was from where we started Hardy and going up to this control, which was a very, very tough control. But we managed. When we finished early, first time in history of Rhino Charge, I think I finished 2 hours before the charge. Usually we finish 5 minutes or, you know, things like that. Yeah.
Who did you have in your team? She wants to say something?
No, I think we have just...
Who did you have in your team?
I have my 2 boys. Yeah. Shani, would you like it? I have my 2 boys in the team, my 2 younger sons. And then I have Nicolo, he's from Switzerland. He's a navigator. Then I have Wiki, he's our mechanic. And then runner, Ahmed.
Thank you so much.
We're Team 61, car number 61. My name is Reva. My colleagues, Ashmi, Nikunj, had a great day. Sorry. We've done 9 checkpoints out of 13. The reason we've had to retire is we've broken our steering. But it's been a great day, and we love doing what we do for Rhino Arc.
Do you mind sharing how it was at that particular point where you got stuck?
That particular point, it's almost standard procedure. You pull out a winch, make sure you get over, because nothing is as easy as it looks. So when we got there, it looked difficult. We struggled, so we had to winch ourselves up. So the cable you saw was using the support of a tree and pulling the car up as the motor winds the cable and pulls the car up. So that's what we're doing.
Now, one word to describe Rhino Charge 2019. One word.
was a lovely route, a lovely place, very difficult charge. So we took a very easy way round, and yeah, we got to the end. Don't know how well we done. So, but it was great.
Third place was car number 48. They were here before. Thank you, guys. Second place was car number 5. Which means in this particular event, and he won this by miles, there is really only one winner. So how this works, the distance you did yesterday, you then subtract some distance for every shilling that you raise. And it works out at an astonishing distance of minus 307 kilometers. So I'm going to call up to the stage AK-44. Massimiliano Brigetti and Michelle Brigetti. Congratulations. So again, Adil Kawaja, Marco Brigetti, Abid Kawaja, Massimiliano Brigetti and Michelle Brigetti. Congratulations, guys. Give a huge round of applause.
Don just want to say it's an excellent event, excellent venue. We were expecting a lot from you and what you had promised, and you lived up to it. The entire team, thank you. To all our sponsors and all the charges, thank you for making this a great event. Thank you.
Congratulations, Adil. AK-44.
With over 50 kilometers of Yabeder electric fence already rehabilitated and upgraded. Innovation with the construction of 2 one-way elephant gates in the Imenti forest, as well as with the design of a wildlife overpass for the Ebuhu Lake Nevasha corridor. And once this one will be built, it will be the first wildlife overpass built in Kenya. And of course, a new project in Kakamega Forest that will include a 117-kilometer long electric fence. To date, we have secured 230 million shillings towards the fence of Kakamega Forest, and that includes 100 million shillings from the county government of Kakamega, 30 million shillings from the county government of Viga, and 100 million shillings from Rhino, a commitment that we have been able to make thanks to your incredible fundraising effort, and many thanks again for that. I wanted now to invite the governor of the county of Kakamega, Honorable Wycliffe Oparanya. He's just landed. As soon as he arrives, I will ask him to say some few words and for him to tell us why, as a county, he has agreed to commit 100 million shillings towards the fencing of Kakamega Forest. Now, those are just some few highlights of the work that RANWAC has been undertaking over the past 1 year. Much more, of course, has been done on the ground, in particular in the field of conservation educations, bioenterprise development, law enforcement, aerial surveillance, but also, and just to repeat a little what Julius just mentioned in terms of firefighting, indeed, we have spent a lot of resources and mobilized as well a lot of resources towards fighting the major fires on Mount Kenya and in the Aberdares. And actually, we have been coordinating the aerial firefighting effort on those 2 mountains, which have helped tremendously in successfully suppressing those 2 fires. Interesting enough, the success of suppressing the fires in the Aberdares and Mount Kenya has made that we as RANWAC, we were called in Narok County, we were called in Kitui County as well, to fight similar fires, because they felt that we have probably the capacity and the understanding on how best we could tackle those main issues. So those are some of the key points I wanted to bring to your attention. Of course, much more detailed information can be found in the archive magazine that you receive, in the information update that we send to you on a quarterly basis by email, as well as in the various social media channels in which Rhino is very much active. So many thanks for your attention, and I would like to call upon Don White, again on the floor, to give you the result of yesterday's charge. Please, Don White.
And while we're doing some photographs, the second tiger line was Hardy Vineyard. Stay here, guys. Please, don't run away yet. The theoretical distance was 3.9 kilometers. The actual distance completed was 4.5 kilometers, which frankly I'm astonished by. And that goes to car number 22, grey colour. That's Gray Cullen, Peter Tyrrell, Krista Cullen, Guy Weston, Tony Binks, and Peda Brahoni. Are they here? He's coming up.
Let's get the drivers at the front together. Give us a kiss for the crowd.
Okay, well done guys. Winner of the Tiger Lines, car 5 and car 22. So part of the process of creating a bit of confusion is working out how to announce the results in the right order, so you can't work it out. So it's probably not entirely a surprise that I'd like to award the Coup de Dames team. This is the prize for the best ladies team, and that goes to car 19. That is the Bush Babes, Petra Soman, Sabine Contas, Emma Morton, Catherine Coulson, and Christina Ronson. Welcome. Now, hang on a second. Please come up. We're gonna ask Madam Ambassador to award this prize. So, the Coup de Dames, car 19.
Well done, girls.
Well done, girls. Well done, well done. And then I'm going to invite car 35 and car number 9. That's car 35, Mark Tilbury, and car number 9, John Bowden, up to the stage as well, please. Okay, so in terms of why everyone is up here, we made some rules changes this year, and the objectives of those rule changes was to look at what we call the unmodified class and effectively give people a better opportunity to contend in that class and do so on a level playing field. And as anyone who'll probably find me in the bar later on and tear my ear off, it's really quite complicated to think of how that's done. But just to explain to you what this means, these people up here competed in a standard car, so the standard chassis length with standard suspension, standard wheel rims, and a slightly adjusted tyre size, but standardised at 37 inches. And the purpose of this award is to show what you can do with a car that is essentially unmodified. So I'm going to announce the third place, and then I'm going to announce second and first. So in third in this category was Mark Tilbury, Team 35. In second was John Bowden, car number 9. Which means, surprise, surprise, the car number 19 So car number 19 has won the unmodified, and what I hope this means is that next year a few more of you consider taking part and proving that you can have a fantastic charge in an unmodified car. Thank you very much, everybody. There are lots and lots of prizes. To Christian Lambrecht, Executive Director, Rhino Arc. We've agreed it's going to be short.
I hope so. Many thanks, Don, and good morning, everyone. So we just completed, I believe, a very stunning charge in one of the most beautiful parts of Kenya. And I know that beside the competition, all of you competitors and chargers have one thing in common. It's actually your care for the conservation of Kenyan environment, in particular, Kenya mountain forest and other threatened habitats. And as such, I'm here to give you an update on the work that Rhino Arc has been undertaking during the past year towards conserving the ecosystems. But before I do so, I would like to recognize the presence of a number of key VIPs who are with us today. And I would like to start with His Excellency Rachel Chabra, the High Commissioner of India to Kenya. His Excellency Dr. Abdi Issa, the Deputy Governor for Isiolo County. Honorable Hassan Oda, the MP of the area. Simon Gitao, the Assistant Director Kenya Wildlife Service for Mountain Conservation Areas. Mr. Mahua, the Deputy County Commissioner for the County of Isiolo. Mr. Isaac Mugo, the Senior Warden for Mount Kenya National Park and National Reserve. Mr. David Lemontile, the member of the County Assembly for these specific areas. And the many local chiefs of the various locations in which this charge is taking place, who are also with us today. Now, as you all know, PPP, Public-Private Partnership, has been used as a buzzword. Everywhere people are using it. But here at Rhino Arc, PPP is actually our way of life. It's the way we are delivering successful conservation outcome in the country. Every single project that we're implementing here in Kenya are being implemented with public and private partners. And among those, I would like to mention in particular the Kenya Forest Service and the Kenya Wildlife Service. In this regard, I would like to invite to the floor a person who is very close to us. Actually, he was introduced to you last year on the same podium as an incoming staff member of Rhino Charge, but today is coming here as the Chief Conservator of Forest, which actually is the man in charge of the Kenya Forest Service. Please, Julius Kamau, come here to the floor and say some few words.
All protocol observed. I acknowledge Your Excellency. I acknowledge the MP for the area, the Deputy Governor from the County Commissioner side, Ali Kaka, the Kenya Wildlife Fraternity, the Rhino Arc and the Rhino Charge Fraternity. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I am delighted. Allow me to read a speech so that I'm not misquoted. I am delighted to join you this morning and be part of this gathering of eminent conservation enthusiasts during this 31st Rhino Charge, a world-renowned and unique off-road fundraising motoring event of the Rhino Arc Kenya Charitable Trust. Life, indeed, as Christian has said, is in itself very mysterious.
As cash sponsorship. And this is car number 62. They are Charles Wambua, John Kariuki, Sharon Wambua, Michael Mwangi, David Mohora, and Edward Muyu. Are they here? Guys, you can do better than that. So this is the third highest cash sponsorship, and they raised a phenomenal, and can I just point out that even a couple of years ago this would have been ahead, the winner by many, many margins. They raised 15 million shillings, 15,499. So I'm next going to announce and ask them to join us here on the stage the second highest fundraiser, and they raised 17 million shillings and 3. And that team is AK44, Adil Kawaja, Marco Brigatti, Abid Kawaja, Massimiliano Brigatti, and Michelle Brigatti. Congratulations, guys. So what a phenomenal result. 17 million and 3 shillings. Fantastic. So it probably doesn't surprise you that the odd one out here is car number 23. Can they come up here, please? That's Peter Kinyo, Tommy Hellerstedt, Moses Nyaga, Johan Mission, Robert Mariuki, and Tom Morton. So, to present this prize is the Governor of Kakamega, and the amount these guys raised, which is truly fantastic, 19 million shillings.
I was indicating that the county government of Kakamega made a commitment of 100 million shillings towards the fencing and the conservation of Kakamega forests. So I'm very happy that Honorable Wycliffe Opahania, the governor of Kakamega, is with us today, because I have to say it is the first county government making such a commitment towards the conservation of forests in the country. So, and therefore, without breaking too much the flow of the results, I would like to give, nevertheless, some few minutes to the governor to explain to us why and from where he made that superb decision. Okay. And then, okay.
For those I'm meeting for the first time, my name is Wycliffe Ambetsa Oparanya. I'm the governor of the great county of Kakamega and also the chairman of the Council of Governors. I have come here on the invitation by the Rhino Arc to participate in this fundraising. But before I make two comments, gentlemen, I think it's a pleasure for me to be here for the first time. I came here in the year 2009, but I can't remember where I was, because we came in and went out. But that time, I was in charge of Vision 2030, so I had come here as a government delegation to look at where the airport was going to be put, because the airport was one of the flagship projects under the Vision 2030. And since then, I've never come here. But I'm very grateful that I've come through the invitation of the Rhino Arc. But what made me to come specifically is to participate in this fundraising. As you are aware, Kakamega has a Kakamega forest, which is the only tropical forest in this country. And this forest has been encroached. It's under Kenya Forest Service, one side, and another side, Kenya Wild Service. So they share. So when I became governor, I thought of conserving this forest because it's a source of many rivers. And it contributes to a lot of rainfall that we get in Kakamega County. In fact, Kakamega County, we are lucky. Out of 365 days in a year, we only miss 20 or 30 days in a whole year. But every day, I can assure you, we get rainfall because of this Kakamega forest. And since the forest is under the national government, it took me quite a bit of time to convince the national government that I can participate in this conservation. And I should thank Mr. Kamau here. Mr. Kamau was the CEO of, the deputy CEO of Rhino Arc, and is the one I approached. And we made a proposal. We met the Minister for Natural Resources, and themselves and ourselves and the Kenya Forest Service and KWS. So we met at the minister's office, and I committed myself that Kakamega County is going to give 100 million Kenya shillings. And as I talk now, since I heard that we were going to raise money towards this project, I have provided 50 million in the coming budget of 2019-2020. Because I was told that this project was going to take about 3 years. So I had to share 50, then later on add 25, then finally 25. Through Rhino Arc, the project is estimated to cost 400 million shillings. So I also come here to appeal and to appreciate your support toward this project and appeal that you raise more funds so that this project is a reality. It will help Kenyans, it will help people of Kakamega County to conserve that particular forest. And I have even requested Kenya Forest Service to provide more seedlings, because my intention is to plant 1 million trees every year. But the problem I have is that we do not have enough seedling. I have already talked to KWS and Kenya Forest Service to support us and give us more seedling. But as a county, we are committed to conserving Kakamega Forest for the betterment of Kenyans in that particular region. So I appreciate your support, and next time I invite you to come and visit Kakamega Forest. Asante.
Car number 48 up here, they're not a stranger. That's Team 48, Mark Glenn, Bryn Llewellyn, Gerard Beaton, Piers Dakin, Steve Outram and Johnny Harris. Coming up. You guys stay in the middle. All right, and the third of these suspicious culprits. Car number 42, William Carr-Hartley, Anthony Havelock, Mikey Carr-Hartley, Neil McRae, Damien Tyson, and Gary Hopkins. Welcome, guys. All right, let's start with the easy one. I'm not sure you're in the right order. So I worked out for this venue that I had a hard time designing a course that I thought we could all do. The minimum distance was somewhere around 22 kilometers, maybe a little bit less. These guys did it in 31.8 kilometers, and that's car number 42. Third overall. So car number 42, third overall, William Carr-Hartley, Anthony Havelock, Mikey Carr-Hartley, Neil McRae, Damien Tyson, Gary Hopcroft. Congratulations, guys. Third place overall, car 42. All right, car 33, you've been here before. No, you haven't. So if I tell you what you came, then know the other result. Car number 33, second overall, 30.36. So the rocket scientists among you will have worked out that that means that first overall for this year's Rhino Charge in a distance of 30.19 kilometers, car 48, Mark Glenn, well, my guys,
the Rhino Arc organisers, you guys, you lift it to a different level every year. I've never had such an easy run in through all the systems, and we really appreciate it. And we got a greenhorn on the team this year. Don, you've done an unbelievable job, and it's been a difficult couple of months. I work with Don on a daily basis, and that old saying, find the busiest guy in the room and give him another job. Don, well done. You've done an amazing job. I'd just like to thank all of Team 48, our sponsors, our mechanics, our drivers, all the guys who come along and support us. Asante Sana, thank you very much, much appreciated. And last of all, and most importantly for me, is all the guys that go out there and join us doing a completely ludicrous sport once a year. And once again, we lift the level to, we took the level a little bit higher this year. We thought that Team Husey definitely had it. We saw them a lot around the course, and they walked past us every single time. And we know that next year we've got a work cut out. So to all the teams, well done. See you next year. Thank you very much.
a check to the Nannapa Community Conservancy. 699,095.
He's saying that you're welcome to talk with the community and you're welcome to invest in Nannapa community.